Alright, I want to start off this video by just saying thank you so much for all the new support that I've gotten over the past couple of days. This was supposed to be a 1K Q&A, but it's kind of a 2K Q&A now. Doesn't really matter. We're just answering some questions here. But yeah, man, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's get into it. Alright, first question I actually got asked by a couple of you guys. Voled6923 and TGE Leon YT asked, how/when did you get into making music and who's your biggest inspiration? So I got into music back in 2018. I was a junior in high school and I was literally just making songs like as a joke, just to put on SoundCloud, like really dumb songs with YouTube beats that I recorded on my phone. And they were really garbage, but I decided I really liked doing it. So I just kept trying to improve. I eventually got into making my own beats in 2019. I'd say the artists that inspire me the most, I always looked up to like Pierreborn, Travis Scott, Oliver Francis. I'm also inspired a lot by cloud rap, like early ASAP Rocky, Young Lean. My favorite era of music is basically the stuff that came out between the years of 2010 and 2018. Why are you screaming? Stop screaming. But thank you guys for that question. Next up, Real Abu asks, how old are you? I am 22 years old. My birthday's in December. So I'm going to be 23 this year. Kind of sounds serious, man. I'm getting up there. I'm getting into the mid-20s. Honestly, I still feel like a child pretending to be an adult. So, yeah, thanks for that question, man. SpaceVen VR asked, how did you push through 3 years with very little fame before you blew up? Definitely not famous yet, but we're working our way up. Basically, the past few years has literally just been me trying to figure out what I want to do in the music space. Like, since I'm an artist, producer, I do engineering, all that stuff. I got a lot of different angles to go off of. So I've really just been spending my time over the past 3 years, like trying to build a following somewhere, but not realizing that I need to kind of like pick one lane to fill. I was trying to make music production content to help people with music and then go around and push my music the next day. And it's like, if people are subscribing to me because a video did well with music production, they're not going to care about the actual videos of me pushing my music. And I think now that I'm putting everything into this one goal, that's why it's starting to work out a bit better. Thank you for the question, man. J Hard Games says, how did you choose your sound? Did you like your voice but want to conform to some sound genre, or was it a mood thing? Yeah, man, that's a good question. So at the end of the day, I'm really just trying to make music that I want to listen to. I like the melodic rap style, so that's kind of what I'm adhering to. Basically, I want my music to walk the line between like what's accessible and popular, but also like different enough to stand out. So I'm really still like kind of building my sound and playing around with it. But I would say that the way that I make my sound is less about conforming to a genre and more about just kind of putting out the music that I want to put out. All right, Ashy Football asks, how do you not have a sound verified mark next to your name even though you have multiple songs out? I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe it's because I don't distribute through my YouTube channel. Like, my songs have those topic pages too, but I just like choose to put out my own versions on my channel. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I definitely want to look into it because I definitely want to get sound verified on YouTube. All right, KJ Loves Ducks asks, is your cat fat and holding a bat on a mat, or did it sat on the couch with an unopened mouth facing south? The first one. All right, my homie Steven Acosta, makes really good music by the way, asked me, how did you become this handsome? Please give step-by-step process. Step 1, shower every day. Showering is important. Nobody likes a dirty, stinky person. Step 2 is own a naked cat. Step 3 is have immaculate riz. And that's all I got for you. Malaya Hupp and Record Hamster both ask, what is your favorite color? Yeah, so my favorite color is more of like a spectrum than it is one static color. Favorite color. So that pink to the teal, stop there. That's my favorite colors. Basically, cold colors they call it. Freezing Commenter asks, is it you or is it your team that makes your songs? As well as what software do you use to make your songs? So everything that I do, from the beats to the mixing to the vocals themselves to the cover arts, everything I do is all me. They say if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Down the line, I definitely want to build up more of a team so I can do more things. And as for the software I use FL Studio, and I have since I started making beats in 2019. All right, D1 Josh T asks, how much money do you make? I was expecting this one for sure. So right now off music alone, Not a whole lot, honestly. I'm still kind of building up my platform so I can make more money off of it. Yeah, but I'll make a few $100 here and there off of, I do studio sessions in here with local artists. I do some features for people, paid features, and I do some production for people. So last year I made like maybe a couple thousand off of music, nothing crazy. I do work a full-time job right now, pizza delivery. So when it's a good night and I'm making a lot of deliveries, I can make some pretty decent money. But yeah, to answer your question, like not a crazy amount, but we're working on it. We're gonna do a fire round because Goofy Sandal 9552 asked me a ton of questions. So we're gonna answer some of them. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Man, I'm gonna have to say, I don't really know. I haven't really been to enough places to say like, yeah, this is where I wanna live, What is the powerhouse of the cell? That is the mitochondria, my boy. Where are you from? In parentheses, not the city. I'm from Maine, bro. Northernmost state. Let's get it. I knew this one was coming. Drake versus Kendrick beef analysis. Man, if you say anything other than Kendrick in this situation, you're just a sad OVO fan that can't accept the fact that Drake lost. I mean, I always kind of knew that Drake was a weird dude. I don't know, man. Most people are never going to look at Drake the same. And K-Dot just dropped like a few of the hardest diss tracks of all time. If the number 2 pencil is the most popular, why is it still number 2? Number 2 pencil. Just like poop. Worst smell. Alright, so you ever like take out the trash and there's been like bottles in the trash, so there's like beer, twisted tea, any other kind of alcohol at the bottom of the trash can, but there's also just been a bunch of rotting food in it? Definitely that juice, bro. That dumpster juice. That is the worst smell ever. Favorite Yeet song? My favorite song is either the classic Sorry About That, also Rollin' is pretty fire. What are you most proud of? For myself, the thing I'm the most proud of is honestly the work ethic I've built over the past few years, man. I used to think everything was gonna come to me so easily, but after 3 years of very little results, it's taught me a lot of patience and taught me that I have to work really hard. And I've gotten really good at doing that, I think. So I'd say that's what I'm most proud of. All right, and the final question I'm gonna answer from Goofy Sandal here is, how do I make my mix sound better? Honestly, bro, it's a vague question, so I'm gonna give you a vague answer. Don't spend a lot of time watching videos on how to make your mix sound better, because that won't teach you. Just find a good preset that makes your voice sound good and just tweak it a little bit to your liking. Change the EQ, compressor, just see how different it makes it sound. Really trust your ears. And I can't give you concrete advice because what's gonna work to make my mix sound better is gonna be different for you. There's no one size fits all advice on how to make your mix sound better. And what's gonna help you learn the fastest is if you can get some other ears on your song. And if you don't know anybody that mixes, that's fine. There's this website called Groover, and you can pay somebody 1 to 4 credits. The credits are like $1 each to listen to your song. And they have a lot of mixing experts on there that can give you some really sound advice on like how to technically improve your mix. So if you're really looking to improve and you got a couple extra dollars to throw in, I'd say spend that on some good advice from sound engineers, and then you'll get better a lot quicker. But yeah, guys, that's it for the Q&A video. Once again, I want to thank every single one of you who took the time to ask me some questions, as well as anybody that's subscribed and engaged with my content over the past few days or past 3 years. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button. We're taking off pretty fast, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Peace.